Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Senegal Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
President of Senegal, Bassirou Faye, has just announced that Senegal will be producing oil. And from that sale of oil and gas, the income will be well managed. Some people call this a historic day, which it is. Getting money off of what you have, actually refining it, selling it, exploring it, not just allowing other companies to do what well, he still hasn't changed the companies that are there, but he promised his people that he is going to negotiate with those companies and also see what kind of contracts have been drafted. His government also admitted that it's a messed up deal. The country is losing out more than they are gaining. So this is huge. And I love the fact that he said after the sale, when we're selling, we're going to make sure that the money that we get from it is going to be well managed. It's a big point because most of the problems that Africans are facing is not that we are broke. It's not that we don't have resources. It's not that we don't have the labor or the skill. It is the fact that even after the sale, we don't manage our money and resources properly because of corrupt leaders. They rather take that money and put it in their pockets. They don't want to give it out. They don't want to work on what needs to be worked on, like public education, infrastructure, hospitals. At least, at the very least, that could have helped the locals live a better life. But that's not the only thing he has done. The government has unveiled measures to reduce the price of rice, oil, bread, and other basic items to address cost of living concerns. According to reports, under the new measure, the price of a kilo of the most widely consumed type of rice will be reduced by 40 CFA, while a baguette will cost 15 CFA less. This is huge, honestly. This is really, really huge. Some governments in Africa, as we speak, are busy increasing the tax and the money that people, their own citizens, are paying. They're struggling to feed their families and they're increasing tax after tax. But this man did not only promise his people that he is going to change the contracts that are not serving them. He did not only promise to start selling oil, he also promised to remove tax from these basic commodities that people are struggling to afford. How awesome is that?
The country's Gomar oil and gas field has begun operations, turning the West African nation into the world's newest oil producer. Now, operator Woodside Energy said that gas production is also due to begin by the end of the year at the Greater Tortue Ahmeyim liquefied natural gas project. Now, Sangomar, discovered 10 years ago about 100 kilometers offshore south of Dakar, is expected to produce about 100,000 barrels per day. A floating production storage and offloading vessel for the project arrived in the country earlier this year. Now, Woodside says the project's first phase cost between $5 billion, while all but 2 of its 23 wells have been drilled and completed, including 9 production wells. Now, the operator said it expects to continue commissioning activities and to ramp up production through this year.
I'm sure it is going to be a lot of work on the government side to make sure that this happens, because when you reduce a price, how else are you going to make sure that that money is accounted for? How do you replace the money that you have just reduced from this essential commodities? He has to find a way now to fund certain things, but he sees this as a priority. His people eating is a priority for him, and we love to see it. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one.